Well, first of all, hello. It's been a long time since I made any videos. I've been extremely busy as usual, but I'm here now, and hopefully I'll start making some content pretty soon. But the stock market, what is really going on? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, first of all, I guess I'll start off with what I've been doing. And what I've been doing has been going on for, when I say what I've been doing, I mean in terms of with the stock market, what I've been doing has been going on, I would say, probably 2 months now. So, Donald Trump made a tweet, one of many, a couple months ago. This would have been when he started the tariff war nonsense. And when he did that, the stock market took a sharp dive, and it happened almost immediately. And at that point in time, I was able to sort of pick up on the ability to control the market that he had, in terms of how easily just one tweet and then boom, the market goes down. Knowing how unstable he is in general, and combining those two facts. You have someone who's unstable, irrational, just kind of just very sort of emotionally guided. A lot of times he seems to react based on ego and things like that. He goes around calling people names, and then someone calls him a name, and it's like, oh, so based on that, I made a determination that it's time to pull out. Now, the market has been doing pretty good most of the year, and believe it or not, I actually did pretty good during that time, even though the market took that dive. Just based on the way I had my portfolio set up, in particular with cryptocurrencies, I was actually doing good, more or less, when most people were not doing so good. I had a few equity positions that were doing decent, but at the time that the market started going down, people started investing more in cryptocurrencies, so my cryptocurrency positions started going up. I was actually doing well, but the thing about it is, I like to be able to plan and predict things. And I know you can't really sort of predict the future, but I can at least have a sense of, look for patterns and things like that, and use some kind of logical sort of idea, assessment, strategy, whatever you want to call it, and sort of, make some decisions on what kinds of securities I want to hold, and, plan things out. But when you have someone who is sort of a loose cannon, who can just randomly get up one morning and send some random tweet about, tariff wars or China, it's something I can't really factor and I can't really predict. It's totally random. And based on that, I decided to liquidate most of my positions. And it's like I closed out most of my equity positions, and I held on to my cryptocurrencies a little bit longer, because they were starting to go up while everything else was going down. But then shortly after that, I liquidated most of my cryptocurrencies as well, because I started seeing the writing on the wall that cryptocurrency was, like my prediction was it was going to go up to about 10,000. That was what I was predicting. So if you guys remember, around 3,000, I was saying that's the bottom. Time to jump in. So I jumped in. And then I think the next big one was maybe 6,000 or so. And I said, this is it. It's going to make another move. And surely enough, it jumped up 7,000, 8,000. But once I started seeing it get around 8,500 or so, really close to my target, I decided that, I I had my fun. I got my, made some good profits on it, and quit while you're ahead, right? So that's about the time where I liquidated all my cryptocurrencies, and I've pretty much been on the sideline. So most of my money is outside of the market. It's been out of the market for a while. I don't really have any immediate plans to jump back in. I guess that's not 100% accurate. I plan to move back in the market when I feel that we've sort of hit bottom. But based on what I'm seeing right now, and this is something I was predicting as well before, not that I have some crystal ball or anything like that, but it's just a matter of the market goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. It's been going up for a while, so obviously it's going to start going down eventually. I wasn't sure when it was going to start going down. That's the only thing, but I knew it was coming. It had to come. That's the way the market works. And based on all the stuff that's been going on, and with Trump and the tweets and all that nonsense, I'm starting to think that we might be getting really close to that time where the market is going to really, really take a long nap. I'm not saying it's happening yet, per se, but I'm saying we knew it was coming. We're overdue. So at a minimum, you should be at least considering very strongly that this may be that time. There may be a little bit of a rally the next few days. Oh, it's back again. And then Trump will tweet some nonsense again. Oh, it's down again. And then back and forth. And then after a while, there'll probably be more down than ups. There'll probably be longer term downs, like, it goes down really low and then week after week. And maybe at some point in time it becomes month after month. And then we just see the graphs for a long period of time. That's what I'm predicting. I don't know when exactly that's going to happen, but I would be prepared for it one way or the other. And then at that point, once I see the positive indication that that's where we're headed, at that point, I'm going to basically start, sort of waiting for that bottoming out where, it's been going down for a while, negative for a while, and then we start to see a little bit of life being breathed into the market. It's coming back up a little bit and down a little bit and up a little bit, and then you start to see the trends where it's now going in an upward direction at some point. The tricky thing is not to get, sort of distracted or fooled by, momentary changes. All of a sudden, it's been down for a while. Oh, it's a great day today, it's a rally. And then, it's a great week, it's a rally, it's back. I mean, yes, ideally, it would be awesome if you can sort of be quick with it in terms of you want to jump in at the lowest possible price. So if it's about to start an uptrend, you want to jump in early, because the higher up it goes, the lesser of the potential of the returns that you have, depending on how far up we have to go, right? So to maximize your profits, especially if it's, it's been down really low and it's a big rally, and who knows, it could spike up really sharp, obviously you want to try to get in on that, but you don't want to jump the gun, because if things have been negative for a while, this may be just sort of a momentary spike. So no risk, no reward. If you're going to be super cautious, you're going to limit your rewards, but I would definitely be cautious about, making it. When I see an upward trend starting, I'd wait it out and see if it holds for a while, because I'm in it for the long term, right? I'm not really a short-term guy. I've done some short-term moves, like you guys kept bothering me about. I told you I was like 10,000, that's it for crypto, and people are like, it started booming, 11, 12, and then people are like, can you make money? And I said, no, don't do it. And then I said, what? I'm human. I got a little greedy. Not greedy like some people where they put all their money in it and lose their shirts, but greedy enough that I was like, hey, let me jump in on this, even though I knew that, come on, I saw gains from 3,000 to 8,000, almost to 10,000, which was my target. And I know that it's really high. So if it's really high, that means it's getting really close to a point where, that's going to be it. It's going to start reversing direction. But I jumped in like a fool, made a good amount of money real quick. And then I got hurt when it reversed. So to recover from that, I started doing a lot of day trading or short-term moves, because I wanted to basically recover as quickly as possible. And I did. It didn't take me long. It took me, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so, no more than 3 weeks. And I had recovered from pretty much all the losses that I took. So that was an interesting ride. But as far as what you guys should do, you got to decide what's right for you. You can take what I'm doing and, use it for motivation, or whatever you want to call it, some kind of let it inspire you to do what you need to do. And I'm not saying what you need to do is what I'm doing, but I'm just giving you some information and giving my perspective. But ultimately, only you know what's best for you, what works best for you. Always remember the fundamentals. I always tell you guys: buy low, sell high. People get complicated and all kinds of, I got this complicated strategy and I got this system that, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. Never invest more money than you're willing to lose. The fundamentals, back to basics. That's what I recommend. And that's whatever you're doing, you should be maintaining those rules of engagement. So for me, I've liquidated, I've pulled out. I don't see myself getting back in anytime soon, but because I want to keep the portfolio moving, what I might do is actually stay away from equities, maybe get into some more safe. Definitely high interest savings for sure. You got 2% savings accounts, super safe. You have things like CDs, mutual funds. There's other things you can do. Try to identify something that is doing well. So as times get tougher, there's going to be certain changes in the way that things are going in terms of what people are doing, maybe their spending habits and things like that. And from that, there could be opportunities. There could be something that, when the economy is down, when the market is down, a lot of people start doing this. And whatever they're doing, if you can get invested in that, then you could find something that's profitable while things are not so good. So, some ideas: liquidate your positions, get into majority cash, and then use things like high interest savings accounts and other such investments. Ultimately, if you're unsure, there's lots of good books out there. You can speak to a financial advisor, but definitely I would be very cautious right now. And I don't know, as far as where's the silver lining, I don't know, because as long as Trump is doing this tariff war nonsense, which is going to be going on for a while, he's got this stuff for Christmas. He wants to do something with China. For the foreseeable future, I would be extremely cautious. And I got bugs in my face. Anyway, on that note, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click on the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And be safe.